It is one of the most exciting times in parents' lives, but let's be real, it also brings some new challenges.
And maintaining safe sleep for babies is essential in preventing injuries and ensuring your baby gets a good night's rest. So here to talk about infant sleep, Dr. Gigi Chawla, Chief of General Pediatrics over at Children's Minnesota. Thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me back.
Yeah, so babies and sleep. Ooh, we could have a long convo.
The two of you just rolled your eyes at the same
Come
time.
on, you've done the same thing. You went through babies and sleep.
Yeah.
How important and different, really, is it for babies?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think the biggest challenge with babies in sleep is they don't necessarily sleep when you want them to sleep, right? That's the biggest challenge for parents. But sleep is really important. Sleep for babies is when their brain is doing the most growing. It's really consolidating all of their learning, and it's the time for resetting. So really, really important to make sure that babies are getting enough sleep. It can be up to 20 hours a day for a newborn, and for older babies, usually in that 14 to 18-hour range.
We know what safe sleeping is, but for someone, maybe a newborn parent, they don't know what that is. Can you explain what is safe sleeping and why that's so important?
Yeah, safe sleep really is making sure that your baby, you're doing everything that you can to make sure that your baby isn't at risk for sudden infant death syndrome, which occurs with sleep, which occurs with unsafe sleep. Right. And that really, the risk factors that we know of are things that are, babies are not in an environment that allows for them to naturally rescue themselves. So a mattress that is too soft, what you really want is a hard mattress, right?
So the baby's face doesn't get stuck in that soft mattress. Yeah.
Yes. You want to have an environment where the crib has none of those beautiful little bumpers or a lot of blankets or stuffed animals. Those are also gorgeous, but a risk factor for suffocation. You want to make sure that the room temperature is in the coolish range. You don't want it overly warm. You want to make sure that there's nothing that they could accidentally reach up and pull or strangulate themselves. Like cords or window dressings or anything like that. And you want to make sure that as much as you want to snuggle your baby and sleep with your baby, that when you are an adult who's asleep, you're not going to be a safe environment for that baby too. You could easily roll over.
Yeah,
you could roll over, you could pull up your blankets, anything like that. So a safe sleep environment for an infant is really a hard, flat surface where nothing else is around it, including yourself.
I know we've gone back and forth on back and tummy. Where do we stand now?
Yeah, still the safest position to put your infant down to sleep is on their back. If they are able to roll themselves from back to front and front to back, you don't have to worry about moving them back or anything like that. They can do it on their own. But until that time, we do know that the safest position is on their back. And that includes babies who spit up. And I think that's the biggest concern that I hear is that, oh, I put them down and I'm worried they're going to spit up and choke on their vomit. The natural reflex for any infant is to turn their head to the side when they are spitting up and they're on their back. So if you put them on their side, which is not as safe as on their back, and they are a spitty baby, there's a 50-50 chance that they could turn their head into the vomit instead of away from the vomit. So it really, it feels counterintuitive as a parent, but it still is the safest position to put your baby on their back when they are a spitty baby.
Okay.
Dr. Gigi, as always, we appreciate your insight.
All right.
Thank you.